soon to be fans of the samurai. Smile wide, got the panorama camera vibe. If you analyze, she's a one-woman gala, glamorized, just without the glamour or the gala ties. Man, I'm more alive with the jazz guys, eating piano pies at the Vanguard. She's an artist and staff. A couple dollars in the band job as a half a turkey Sam, organic and it's hand carved and ours. If you ask for a piece, freshly laughed for singing jazz in the streets, and the staff asked for police. Crashed at a friend's flat for a week. Felt his home as a raft on the beach. Lit a fag, took a drag, took a tea. Read a book, took a bath, went to sleep. Samurai, to the samurai,
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. Interested in trade?
Carl, the Cobra.
This bout is...
What a pleasure to be in. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Misses with the jab. And he misses with that jab. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Talk about massive interest. Their first fight, Groves versus Scotch, had over 80,000 people in attendance. This truly is one of the great rivalries in all of the UK.
George Groves believes it was luck, bad luck, and somebody else's luck why he's never got the number. Now he believes this is his time. Carl Froch is there for the taking.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab doesn't find a home. Trying to land that jab. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Froch in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
Let's just get out there.
Here we go for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Powerful counterpunch. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Nice defense with that jab. Swing and a miss with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. There's the bell for round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Can't land the jab there. That jab misses. Counter shot lands. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And they block the right uppercut. Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about thoughts in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Which fighter will say no mas? Good counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
believe what we're seeing. That left uppercut doesn't score. The perfect counter lands. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about thoughts in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Right jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight would say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Find a home with that jab. The straight right just misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about thoughts in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Come on again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing it.
There's the bell for round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
The straight right just misses. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A lot of effort being exerted here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Groves in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few.
And there's the bell for round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That jab doesn't score. Stamina is off the charts. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look like these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. Look the size of an average man.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't find a home for that jab. This round's still up for grabs. St. George is down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
Just like another like TKO. It's Teddy Pendergrass all over. TKO is spot on.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one time. Really need. Very beautifully, very alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really need. What you got? Very beautifully alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Talk to a lot. Come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. Two nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish, same shoe in different sizes, with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoken jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds, really need. Very beautifully, very rated. A little bit fantasize land of the soon-to-be fans of the samurai. Smile wide, got the panorama camera vibe. If you analyze, she's a one-woman gala, glamorized, just without the glamour or the gala ties. Man, I'm more alive with the jazz guys, eating piano pies at the Vanguard. She's an artist and staff. A couple dollars in the band job as a half a turkey Sam, organic and it's hand carved and ours. If you ask for a piece, freshly laugh for singing jazz in the streets, and the staff asked for police. Crashed at a friend's flat for a week. Felt his home as a raft on the beach. Lit a fag, took a drag, took a tea. Read a book, took a bath, went to sleep. Really deep, you know what I'm saying? Very beautifully, very beautifully. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap for you. Really neat, really neat, really neat. Very beautifully, very literary. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. I like to welcome everybody out. Yeah. To the samurai. To the samurai. I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer.
You are looking live at the WBC Arena. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my brother, the Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Punch, counter punch. The perfect counter lands. That uppercut doesn't land. Swing and a miss with that hook. One of the legendary rivalries in heavyweight boxing history is revived in this one. Wilder versus Fury again.
Warfare is so important in boxing. And Tyson Fury is a modern-day warmonger. He knows how to get in your head before you've even stepped in the ring, before you've even laced up your gloves, before you've even got in the dressing room. Tyson Fury knows what to do to get under your skin. He'll make you hate him, love him, dream about him. So then, your life is his life. He's got your number. He's brilliant at it. And you saw how he did it to Wilder in fight 1, fight 2, and in fight 3. And the same thing's happening all over again. Will Wilder ever know? Will he ever learn his lesson? I believe not. Because Tyson Fury, that's what he do.
The straight right just misses. Scores with the counter. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That Let's talk about Fury in that last round. It's no secret who has the advantage. And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under, you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
Good counter punching. Nice counter. It's all offense, all the time. How about that time counter shot? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nice counter punch, right? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last. On to the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab was blocked. Catch and shoot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. They have no respect for each other's punching power. That counter shot lands. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through you as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with the right uppercut. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. On to the fourth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he just missed with that left jab. The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. The jab not finding its target. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They drop their guard, they get caught. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
With the hook. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Hook misses. His stamina is off the charts. Swing and a miss with that jab. A perfect counter shot. There's a counter shot. Parries that jab away. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Wilder in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Who's that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off.
This is the beginning of round 6. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship round. If you have done the work.
Down goes Fury! Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your blood.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Good counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter punch caught him clean. He misses with that jab. Straight right just misses. Incredible work rate. His stamina is off the charts. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
Here comes round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength, and preparation is how you are going to deal with this.
Well done with that counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? And forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. About Wilder in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot guess that if you prepared right.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him. frustrating because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
Still landing.
And there's the bell for round 9. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with the jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. A lot of effort being exerted here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
There's the bell for round 10. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter shot. No rest for the weary. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. And down goes Fury. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know what sort of character.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Get out there.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You with...
Just Take the round off. Win the round on your...
There's the bell to start round 11. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And down goes Wilder. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Talking about Wilder in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be...
That's it.
And there's the bell to start round 12. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They miss with the jab. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Nice counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That's it, a unanimous decision win.
This is the...
questions, I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm aggression, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. It's the prize I envision, nature of the beast. No collision in the cage. When you visit, get the leave in the distance and it's sacred. Set your expectations. Hope you made your reservations. Till I land and you face it. What you tasting? Advertise and display it. You know the heart that you made it. It's an art when I draw, you should save it. Download it on your playlist. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like it's school. That I'm really gonna use. I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions. I'm the answer.
Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to...
Forget about that round.
Here we go to the fourth round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And caught him with a left hook. That jab had to hurt. Got him with a left hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
Stick him on the end of the jab and then start gathering your pace and win this round.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. How about that time counter shot? And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Nice counter shot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. That jab doesn't score. That counter punch caught him clean. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
You know, it's been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I love that. That jab slick.
This is the beginning of round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What's the knockout? And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. A swing and a miss with that jab. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Focus back, get that jab back, just box it.
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good.
Go back and win the round, right? It's only one.
And there's the bell for round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This is with the straight left. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's all offense all the time. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. His stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Round 8, and we're off again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. These two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right.
Keep doing what you're doing.
And we enter the ninth. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
He just misses with that jab. The straight right just misses. Holding nothing back here in the round. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. A perfect counter shot. exchange punches. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line here.
Getting 3 shots. Keep smart. Come on, do you want to win this fight? Get your mind back, get your focus back.
Hand is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body
Shots off and don't give him anything, all right? But go back out there and win this round.
Good work there. The jabs are working nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused.
It's round 10. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. The perfect counter lands. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
The jab not finding its target. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nope, that hook won't score. Catch and shoot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did. Let's start 11. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Good counter punching. Trying to land that jab. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You missed with that jab. Oh, down goes Joe Joyce. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they
I've won many things I've done, but this one here